Welcome back. Kevin's Mobile Repair. We've got us a 2004 Lexus LS430. We will be doing a rack and pinion. So this one has a substantial leak at the boots. The hoses have already been replaced, so now we are just going to be replacing the rack. We will first take out said cotter pin. It's not a standard cotter pin. A little clip will be on the side, and then the whole thing will just pull itself right out. And then a 17mm nut. So these boots are busted. The rack and pinion that I have is a fully loaded. In other words, it has all of the stuff already on it, which is awesome. So I'll be smacking that tie rod out, disconnecting lines, disconnecting the steering intermittent shaft, and taking out the 2 bolts to hold the rack, and everything will just fall right out. So I'm going to start out by doing that part. I'm probably going to do piece by piece on this instead of a full video. I don't have enough room on here for the full thing, because it's probably going to take me about an hour to do everything. I only got about 30 minutes worth. Got to clear some room. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take the little cotter pin out, 17 off, smack that off, repeat for the other side. I will show you what we got next. Alright, we got that off. Here's a little mechanics trick. Line your steering wheel, put the seatbelt in place. That keeps the steering wheel straighter. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is, someone has already taken this off. It's supposed to be a little splash shield right here. And we want to get to that 12mm right there. We put some PB Blaster on there, soften it up a little bit. That's going to be a 12. I'm going to use a mountain wrench to loosen it up, and the little split in the middle, I'm going to use a pry bar, tap it in the middle to loosen it up, and we should be able to get it to move up and down. Once it moves up and down, that'll be perfect. You won't be able to take it off all the way, because the rack itself has to come down in order to get it to clear. But that'll be the next step. We're going to, after that, we're going to go to our lines, which I'll be able to get to underneath. So I'm going to get that part done and go to the next step. Alright, so next we'll be doing our power steering hoses. 2 17mm Banjo bolts up there. Please replace the washers, copper washers. I have a copper washer set, so that's what you'll do. There's a hose connector somewhere, but anyways, those 2 17s right up there. Let's show you. Those right there. Those I'm going to do, take the lines off, and then once I do that, then these, I believe these are 19s, and you'll take out the stud as well, so that way things like this stuff up here, the cooler lines, none of that stuff will have to worry about coming out. This whole rack will just drop right down, and slap a new one in. So, well, obviously you're going to need an alignment after this is done, because yeah, we're going to be messing up all those angles. See that leak right there? Coming out of the Banjo, coming out of the accordion. So the rack on the inner seals are leaking. Some can rebuild these, but the customer opted for a new one. He got a brand new Lexus one. Fucking $1,200 for that mofo. Ugh. But hey, do what he wants. So I'm going to get up in there with the mountain wrenches. Should be able to bust them loose, and we'll go from there. Alright, here we go. We got our 2 Banjo bolts. Here's the ones that were replaced. Copper washers. The silver washers are the OEM ones. Do make sure that the one with the filter does go back on the pressure side. The one that does not have a filter goes back on the return side. Alright, so here we go. Got everything up there. I disconnect the power steering pressure sensor, which is right above here. You can't really see it. Got our 219s off. The big long bolt that's going to go through here has a 10mm head on the end, so that's what you want to use. Bust it loose with a ratchet, and then I just use my 10mm gun, zip it off the rest of the way. There is a, what do I call it? I guess a weight, a counterweight. 212s, take it off. So once this 110 stud is out, this whole thing will just drop right down. That was in the way, that way I didn't have to worry about it. I just put it up there. So everything is off, everything is disconnected, and we will be coming down here in just a couple of minutes. I'll need both hands for this part because I gotta make sure that it separates fully from the splines back in the back. But that's basically it. There's not a whole lot to it. Put your catch pan, make sure your bolts drip, all that kind of good stuff. But any questions or comments, feel free to let me know. Gonna go back together the same way.